Welcome to day 2. Happy Monday. Today we're going to focus on Sun Salutation B and working on our Warrior 1 pose. So we're going to start today in Child's Pose. Bring your knees out wide, big toes touching, and walk your hands forward. Melt your chest into the floor. Start to take a few deep breaths. Letting your breath flow in through your nose and down into your belly. Let your belly expand and your chest expand. And then exhale, let your belly and your chest contract. I was so excited for day 2. I forgot to do a little intro. This is the 30 days of free yoga challenge for beginner yoga, a little bit intermediate. And it's with me, Lindsey Kerani. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. And open your mouth, let it go. And then we'll wave forward and come into tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Spread your fingertips out wide. Pointer finger is straight ahead, true north. And hips are stacked over the knees. We'll inhale, drop the belly for cow. Lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone for cat. Inhale, cow, smile for happy cow, and exhale, cat. Keep doing this movement with your own breath at your own pace. Notice how your breath and your body can move together. A quick little spinal warm up. Take one more round. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then come back to neutral and we will tuck our toes, send our hips up for downward dog. You can take a couple breaths to walk your feet out. Bend one leg, bend the other. Take a deep inhale, come back to downward dog. Open mouth, exhale, sigh. Another deep inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and walk your feet toward your hands. We'll come into a forward fold. Grab either elbow for ragdoll. Your head hang heavy toward the earth. You can bend your knees if that feels better for you. And shake your head yes. And shake your head no. And we'll drop our fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Placing your hands on your shins or your thighs is an option, or fingertips on the mat. Press your shoulder blades together and open your chest. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, long spine, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, lift your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to close your eyes. And if you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, here's the space to do so. While you're breathing, imagine your breath circulating throughout your whole body. Inhaling through your nose and waving all the way through your body to the tips of your toes. And exhaling back up through your body and out your nose or your mouth. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, let it go. And gently open your eyes. We're going to start in chair pose. So you can keep your feet hip distance apart or about 2 fists in between your feet. Or you can bring your big toes together and your heels slightly apart, whatever you prefer. We'll bring our arms up by our ears. And you want to make sure when you're doing chair, we don't want to arch our spine and lean forward. We want to tuck the tailbone underneath, long spine, and sit. Bend your knees. Relax your shoulders. We'll take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to high push-up. Take a breath. And drop your knees, lower all the way down. Baby cobra. Lift your hands, lift your chest. Down dog. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, send your hips up to the ceiling. On your next inhale, we'll send the right foot forward for warrior 1. Right toes point straight ahead. Hips are square to the short end of your mat. And the left toes are pointing at the upper left corner of your mat. If you need to shorten your stance, feel free to do so. And bring your arms up by your ears. Take a couple breaths. See if you can engage your muscles just 5% more. Big inhale and exhale, hands come to the mat. You can take a modified flow, half push-up, with your knees down, upward dog, and downward dog. On your next inhale, left foot comes forward in between your hands, warrior 1. We're going to stack your left knee over your left ankle. Right toes point to the right front corner of your mat. See if you can pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward. And press into the outside of your right foot. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step back to high push-up. This time you can keep modifying by dropping your knees, or you can take a low push-up, slide through to upward dog, lift your shoulders, open your chest, and roll over your toes, downward dog, send your hips to the sky. Big inhale, exhale, let it go. Another big inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet to your hands, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, chair pose. Feet hip distance apart or big toes together, heels slightly apart. Tuck that pelvis underneath. Sink a little bit lower. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine, gaze just ahead of the toes. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. And take whatever flow you like, either drop your knees, take a half push-up, Upward dog, downward dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward, warrior one. Square hips to the front of the mat. Right knee over right ankle. Big inhale, exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your foot back. Low push-up, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Warrior one. Big inhale. Exhale, drop the hands. Take your chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, chair pose. I'm going to see if you can lift your toes, send your weight into your heels. Beautiful. Then we'll come all the way up to standing and forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take either hand to big toe or gorilla. For hand to big toe, you'll take your 2 peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, and pull your chest toward your thighs. For gorilla, you'll take your hand and put it underneath your foot. Toes meet the crease of your palm and your wrist. You can bend your knees, let your head hang heavy. And in gorilla, you want to see if you can play around with shifting your weight from your heels into your toes. See if you can lift your heels. Be prepared to do a somersault. Tuck your head if you fall forward. Beautiful. When you're ready, release your hands from gorilla or hand to big toe. And we'll just come into a seat. We're going to see how far you can bring your butt down to your mat with keeping your feet on the mat. And then we'll come into a seat. Butterfly. Bring your feet, the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. You can grab onto your ankles and use your elbows to press into your knees. Imagine your spine long and tall from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale and exhale, gently lean forward, pressing your elbows into your knees. Beautiful. Exhale to release. We'll stretch the legs out in front of us and give them a little shake. And take a seated forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling or the sky. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips, long, tall spine. We don't want to round our shoulders forward. Stay long and tall and lean forward. You can grab onto your feet if that's available. And exhale, release. We'll come to lay on our backs, hug your knees into your chest. You can rock and roll a little bit right and left, massage your lower back and your spine. If this is not comfortable for you, you can just grab onto your knees with your hands, pull your knees out to the sides. We'll hug your left knee into your chest, kick the right foot to the end of the mat, and supine twist. Pull the left knee over to the right, twist to the right, look to the left. Both shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe deep into your belly. And your next exhale, come back to center. Stretch your left foot to the end of the mat. Hug your right knee into your chest. And we'll twist to the other side. Twist to the right, look to the left. Both shoulders stay on the mat. And next exhale, release. And we'll come into Shavasana. Stretching your feet to the corners of your mat. Dropping your hands down by your sides, palms face up or down. Maybe you want to lift your head. See if you can elongate your neck a little bit. And we'll come here to rest. Close down your eyes. And let your body just melt into the floor. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, you can roll on up. Thank you so much for practicing with me for day 2. I'm so grateful you're here. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you tomorrow for day 3 of the 30-day challenge with Lindsey Kerani.